Dogs Playing for Life is a nonprofit organization dedicated to changing what is a typical experience for shelter dogs around the world. This month, we're going to tell you about the work they do and their recent visit to Williamson County, in addition to other happenings at the center since we last met. Hello, Williamson County. I'm Scott Pieper, and I'm here to take you inside the Animal Center. For many years, the industry norm has been for animal shelters to keep their dogs in kennels, giving them limited opportunity for mental or physical stimulation. Whether because of health concerns or for safety reasons, or because of a lack of resources, shelter leaders have been hesitant to allow their dogs to interact. Enter Dogs Playing for Life.
Dogs Playing for Life is an organization that goes around to shelters simply trying to improve the quality of life for all the dogs that are living there.
The other thing that we preach a lot is every dog, every day.
Yeah.
We believe that every dog should be getting out of their kennel every day, and we understand the limitations that resources have on that. So creating systems like playgroups that are efficient for the shelters and beneficial for the dogs and allow every dog to get out of their kennels every day.
Though DPFL's mission is to redefine the experience, their goal is to get dogs out of the shelter and into homes. And thanks to a generous gift from Friends of Williamson County Animal Center, they spent a week at the center to teach staff and volunteers how to do just that.
We always want to keep quality of life at the forefront of our mind. So
Absolutely.
We believe that shelters should be like a summer camp. It's a quick pit stop that dogs are at before they find their adoptive home. And they should be able to go meet some doggy friends, hang out with some cool camp counselors, and just always thinking about quality of life.
It's great for dogs to come here, have a summer camp, but the biggest thing is dogs going home. And so I will always, at the end, just plead to everyone. There are tons of great dogs here. We've had a chance to work with them throughout the week. Come out, come meet some dogs.
Allie Teo and Aaron Caldwell shared their knowledge about dog behavior, leash handling, and demonstrated techniques used to run safe and beneficial playgroups, the cornerstone of DPFL's life-saving programs. According to Director Ondrea Johnson, the primary focus was to improve the experience for the most vulnerable dogs, or those that struggled to thrive while at the center. She said that staff and volunteers learn how to better assess and correct behaviors that prevent dogs from being adopted, and more effectively match potential adopters with the right dog, all of which decreases average length of stay.
Adopters come out, they can watch the dogs during playgroup. Sometimes they'll just pick a dog right from the playgroup because they get to see exactly who that dog is going to be.
Ondrea, who implemented structured kennel routines in 2018, then DPFL programming in 2019, called the experience transformational. 8-year volunteer Suzi Asher agreed.
What I have noticed and others have noticed is not just the benefit that we have for our dogs who get to play, they get to learn from each other, teach each other. It helps them be more adoptable. But for the human part, it is a bonding experience for all that are involved. We get to celebrate each other. We get to celebrate the dogs. DPFL has changed our lives here for the better, no doubt.
Since 2020, the average length of stay for dogs adopted has decreased by 2 days, even though intake has remained relatively consistent. Having DPFL on site for the week-long training was a dream come true for Ondrea, but she also has a vision for Williamson County Animal Center to become a mentorship shelter to have an even larger impact across the Southeast. In fact, she invited personnel from several local shelters to the final 2 days of training and has already received feedback that some of those who attended are reconsidering their views on socialization and playgroups. Here is how Ondrea summed it up.
Not only has it been transformational for the dogs, but the stress on our staff and volunteers has been greatly reduced by playgroups. The difference between the noise level in our kennels in the mornings prior to playgroup and the afternoon silence when you walk through the kennels, and the joy of seeing dogs just exhausted from playing with their friends, it really has made such a huge impact on the people that work with the dogs here. I can't imagine life in a shelter without playgroups.
We want to extend a big thank you to Dogs Playing for Life, Ondrea, and all the staff and volunteers whose commitment to changing the way we shelter is making life better for the animals in our care and our community. A lot has happened since our last episode, in and outside of the center. We received 374 cats and dogs in June, bringing the yearly total so far to 1,610. 766 of those animals that have come to us in 2022 have been adopted, 35 transferred to another organization, and we've been able to return 189 of them to their owners. Our live release rate in June was 97.9%, making it 96.8% for the year. Through June, 557, almost one-third of the cats and dogs received so far in 2022 have spent time with a foster family. Our animals spend time with fosters for any number of reasons. They may be too young or not healthy enough yet for adoption, or they may need extra socialization or behavioral training before they are ready for adoption. You can learn more about becoming a foster on our website. And remember, we provide everything you need: food, medication, treats, bedding, litter, toys, and so on. You provide a safe place and care. Outside of the center, we had 3 special adoption events since our last episode. We teamed up with Mars Pet Care at the downtown Franklin Juneteenth celebration, a first for us. Then a week later, several of our dogs were featured in the pedigree paint scheme on Kyle Busch's number 18 car at the Nashville Superspeedway for the NASCAR Cup Series return to Nashville. Mars sponsored the adoption fees for the weekend of the race in addition to those at the Juneteenth celebration. 2 weeks after that, we hosted our 4th annual Kitty Hall event in collaboration with the City of Franklin. For 4 hours on Friday, July 8th, cats and kittens romped and played in the room known as the Fishbowl. Our next rabies vaccination and microchipping clinics will be on July 30th and August 27th, the last Saturday of each month. As usual, rabies vaccinations are $10 and microchips are $15, cash or check payments only. Our next Paw Pantry pet food giveaways will take place on August 19th and September 16th. These giveaways are now open to non-Williamson County residents and include pet accessories such as beds and toys and food bowls in addition to the food itself. We're looking forward to again participating in the month-long national Clear the Shelters adoption promotion event in August. And if you haven't already, be sure to purchase your tickets to the upcoming Friends of Williamson County Animal Center fundraising event that will take place on September 15th. More information and tickets are available on the Friends website. Thank you for watching this episode of Inside the Animal Center. Until next time, with your help, we will continue to make things better for our animals and community.